And we're good. Yay. Things are thinking. Hooray! Making sure everything is not exploding. Good. Everything is in fact not exploding. We're doing very well. The Twitch is twitching. The YouTube is YouTubing. Good job! Yeah! Alright. Let's put that down there now. And then let me grab that. And then let me press that. And then who's there? And then okay, there's there. Alright, cool. I don't know who wanna watch that or not. So we're just gonna bam. Here we go. And then bam. And then I hope he's not asleep right now and I'm not bothering him. Bam, there we go. But yes, today, all that's left of Final Fantasy 3 is the final dungeon, so we will do it, including the rare enemies, and that's the part that's going to annoy me more than anything else. That one's going to be the problem. Everything else, no problem. The enemies deciding not to appear for 8 business days. We'll live. I put up with worse. I'll never forget the time I had to, in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I had to fight fucking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta 3 fucking times because the power kept going out on the block. That was fun. I would love to play a Saga game on stream, but I'm not sure which one. I know they have the remake of the first one on Steam. Do they have the remake of the second one? I gotta check that, actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, they have a couple of the games on Steam. Yeah, they remade Saga for... Oh yeah, they did remake the second one as well. Cool. Yeah, a bunch of the games are actually remade on Steam. And the originals, if you want to play the collection of Saga. Cool. Yeah. Romantic Saga is a weird series. Because it's very open, and I mean that. Oh well. But yeah, let's get to it, because I already know that we're gonna... hi, Maya. We're already gonna be... here for a while having to deal with the enemies, so... Dude, we need more characters with magnet powers. Magnet powers are cool. Also, wait, hold on. If I remember correctly, Spade Magnus was the first dungeon in Star Force 3. They made you do rapid-fire math questions, and if you failed, you had to fucking fight a boss. It was fun. You know, I would love to play at least a Twisted Metal game on the channel, but god, most of the soundtracks are mean with copyright. This one isn't though, but which is great because it's my favorite. Hell, I might just play Small Brawl. Small Brawl is fun. Her bananas are bananaing. It sounds like they're playing with like the fucking those funny tubes that make the noises that go. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. That's why I like this song. Why does YouTube not want to work and Twitch keeps signing me out? Because YouTube hates people. Still annoyed with the ISP. When aren't you annoyed with your ISP? When is anyone like, oh no, I love my ISP. My internet service provider is the best internet service. No one's like that. Everyone hates them. Man, this was a weird game for the Frog the Bell Tolls. I like its music, though. Oh yay, Stretch Panic! This was a fun playthrough. God, I love Treasure. One more before we actually start the game. Bam. Wah, 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 wah. Yay. Thank you, musical silence of Super Metroid. We must fantasy for the final time today, though. Suddenly defeating. Oh yeah, when I finished with the league video, I decided to just put some of my favorite ones in the backgrounds folder. So yeah. Alrighty. So, what the hell did I do since last time? Well, you might notice our job levels are maxed out. And I have a lot of money. I did that. That's what I did. That's it. Also leveled up a bit. Gwen and Briar. Gwen's in there, Briar's not, because I'm not a feet person. Let's see. We still have the 4-time stuff on. Do I need to turn this off? Like, I don't need it on. At this point. I think we'll just put these back to normal for the rest of this. Actually, no, except Gil. Fuck that. We want more money. We don't need it, but fuck it. More money! And you know what? As quickly as possible, why don't we just go buy more shuriken? Whee! Why'd I go that way? Ba ba bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum ba. Oh, and yeah, since replaying this, I have added a lot of songs from both the original and this remake to my music collection. So be prepared to hear some Final Fantasy 3 songs every once in a while as we're doing other things. Bum 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 bum. Alright, and now as many shuriken as we can physically buy. There we go. You will not need this much. But fuck it. Alrighty. So, as for the actual final dungeon, this place is kind of a pain in the ass for getting all the enemies. Because there's a lot of floors, and some enemies only appear on certain floors. Yay! You're still going to use them all. Oh, I abso-fucking-lutely won't. Dude, these things... I will not be needing that much damage. Like, I assure you, I will not be needing that much damage. But anyway, here's some of our first enemies. Blooks. Okay, as an example of how much damage these fucking things do... Has my point been made? Yoink. Ambush? How we get ambushed by one guy? Punch him. You know, I'm still contemplating which version of 4 to play. Like, still. I don't know which one to play. Because 4 is a funny game that has a whole bunch of, silly things with every different version. It's one of those games where, like, every version is, like, a very different game. So I never know which I'm not sure which version of 4 I actually want to get to when I get to it. You know, part of me just really wants to play the DS version. Because, you know what, fuck it, Waterfall Attack. Part of me really wants to play the DS version, also known as the 3D version, because that version has voice acting. And the main character is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, and we can keep the running joke of Yuri Lowenthal being in everything. So part of me just really wants to do 4. Or the 3D version of 4. Seven. Do. Yay. Doga's clone. Why did Doga transform into that thing? I'm still confused. Alrighty. I think that's all the chests here. There's that one, there's that one, there's those two, there's those two. Yep, alright, cool. Yeah. Alright, and then into the door can only be opened with the Sycris key. Bam. Let me in! Shinobi, and they're attacking our butts. You know what? Since we do have a bunch of these... Listen, if you don't attack our butts, we don't throw OP as fuck ninja stars. I don't know why they do that much damage. I really don't. Platinum. That's a name. Yeah, we're a bit strong. I assure you, by the way, if I haven't... even if I didn't go and grind job levels, and like actual levels, I assure you this would still be very easy. Cause God, are the final jobs strong as hell. Let's see, are there any enemies that only appear on this floor before I keep going up? Because there's going to be a lot of those, like I mentioned. Ran into those, ran into those, ran into that one, ran into that one. Okay, yeah, wait, see? Good thing I did that. God, that's going to be annoying. I'm more concerned with missing an enemy in the bestiary than I am anything else. Did they not do well on the balance of leveling? No, that's not really the problem. The problem is, like, they basically explicitly designed the ninja and sage to be, like, bonus jobs that you get at the end of the game, so they're just the strongest fucking thing you can be doing. Because you had to fight, like, the bosses in order to get them and all that jazz, so... It's basically your reward for completing the game. Which I'm fine with. I don't mind if games do that, actually, because it's at the end of the game. Especially because it's essentially a completion thing. Like, if you don't use these jobs, the balance of all the other jobs is still fine. Oh, come on, game. See, I knew already. It's starting! There we go. So yeah, oh god, this is going to be so obnoxious. Alrighty. Alrighty, yeah, hold on. I'm legitimately just going to be checking my bestiary, like, fucking constantly while we're doing this. So let's see, that should be... Desire sensor spawning, literally. 175 to 180 should be those. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's keep going. Good lord, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's see, grab that one, grab that, check. Alright, cool. Alright, there's nothing new on this floor. Yoink. I'm pretty sure there was a... Jesus fucking Christ. Firaga. Like 2 damage. Alright, that's a lot more than 2. I'll give you that much. Fucking come, you poor bastard. Who named you that? I'm so sorry. Actually, real quick, hold on. Just make sure I'm not, misseeing any walls here. No. Okay, cool. Oh, perfect! He appeared immediately. Yay. Good lord. Thank you, game. You're not bullying me that much so far. Ow! Never mind, that didn't do that much damage. Once again, that really didn't do that much damage. God, these guys suck. I'm so glad that the game... I mentioned this before, but like, dude, Like, I love old RPGs. Like, I don't mind old RPGs all that much, but dude, sometimes some of them just, like, feel very slow. And even when they don't feel slow, honestly, just having a fast forward option just to speed shit up is, like, still handy. Wham! Get out of here. Alright, there's one more enemy on this floor that we need to run into. Bum 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 bum. So technically the enemies that... Oh, there it is. Alright, perfect. Goodbye! Yay. Alrighty, now this is where the enemy encounter rates start getting mean. Because from this point onwards, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the dragons start appearing. Let's see, so yeah, they got that one. So yeah, there's 4 new enemies, and it's all the dragons, and oh boy, are they gonna be annoying as hell. Ba 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 ba. I said this before, I'll say it again. I appreciate that mashing the D-pad, or just, in my case, spinning the stick, lets you fast-forward text. I really appreciate that. I always like that in Dragon Quest. I like that this does that. Alrighty, where you at, you fucker? Show yourself, coward! It's a lot of Glaciolabuluses. Or Glaciolabola. A lot of glass, motherfuckers. They're attacking our butts. Ow. Jesus Christ, we're still doing that much damage from the back row? Oh, wow. That was evil. Why did that do that much from the fucking back row? You know, technically I could go all the way up to like the top floor and farm all these guys, but I think it would just be better if I like was on just the minimum floor that they pop up on. I'm pretty sure that's how the encounters are like spread out. If I'm trying to explicitly find the new guys. Ba 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 ba. You know, I like to think that the blizzards are doing no damage because the sage coats are a lot thicker than the ninja cloaks, which makes sense. They're ninjas. They need to wear light clothing to be sneaky. You know what else I appreciate, actually? I appreciate that the ninjas are faster than the sages on average, no matter what. So they'll always attack before the sage spells goes off, which makes, like, the turn placement just a bit more predictable. The best ninjas were orange. No. Ow, I'm poisoned! Stop it! When was the last time you saw an orange ninja? It's because they all died! They're extinct! As they should be. It's like that fucking Family Guy sketch. It's like, you're all stupid. They're gonna be looking for army guys. Alrighty, there's one of them. Behold, a dragon. There are 3 dragons in this fucking dungeon. They're all rare encounters, and more importantly, I'll explain it after I kill this thing. Let's see if it's gonna be nice. It probably won't, but let's see. Damn it. Ow. Alrighty, did it drop one? No. Alrighty, let's look at it in the bestiary because it'll be easier to explain. So, the problem, or not problem, the fun thing about the dragons in this game, or these dragons specifically, they are strong. They're strong, they're rare, and more importantly than that, they have the potential to drop onion gear, which is equipment explicitly for the starter class of the game, the Onion Knight. Why? Well, it's because when you're using the Onion Knight, it is the starting class in the game, and it's the worst class in the game. But if you decide to level up to about level 90, from every point onwards, your stat growth will exponentially increase and become statistically the strongest class in the game. But their equipment selection is very limited. They're explicitly, like, locked to the things that are only available at the beginning of the game, and this Onion gear, that I repeat, only drops as rare drops from these rare enemies. So if you're fucking crazy, and if you want to, you can grind against these dragons, potentially get an entire suite of onion gear, and rather than having to throw to deal 9,999 damage, you can just use basic attacks to deal 9,999 damage and basically be unkillable. Problem: this is not worth it in any way, shape, or form. This is so beyond excessive grinding that it's just not worth it. But the option's there if you want it. Another clone of Doga. Dog. Ah. These poor Phoenix Downs are going so unused. Oh yeah, we are on floor 6, aren't we? We need to, Why'd you get a set completely by accident? That's literally not happening. I am not joking when I say they are rare. They are rare. You will not fucking see those. Unless you intentionally go out of your way to get them. Let's see, was there any other enemy on floor 6? I'm pretty sure there was. Yes. Damn it. Sonic Glacia Labilis is. Yeah, let's see how long. I already knew the enemy encounters would be the annoying part of this, but god, it's already draining my soul. Why did I want to complete the bestiary? Back attack. Don't attack my butt. Also, a set is an understatement, because you don't just need a set, you technically need 2, because the job is basically just a physical job. So, you would need 2 full sets of the gear to actually be worth it. Which means 2 swords, 2 helmets, 2 shields, 2 armor, etc. Like, if you're not wanting a shield. So yeah, you'd want 2 swords or a sword and a shield, but you probably just want 2 swords. So let's... 4 swords, because you can double wield, you can double-handed weapons in this game. So 4 swords, and helmet and armor. 2 helmet, 2 armor. Like, oh god, it's not worth it. Listen, I've done very silly grinding in video games, but grinding for Onion Knight gear is ridiculous. It's just silly. Like, it's just not worth it in any way, shape, or form. Listen, there will be grinds that I will be doing in later games that will be silly, but they won't be, like, ridiculous. Alrighty, there's our next one, the Green Dragon. Ow. Like, if we even get 1 onion equipment, it'll be an accomplishment. No. Also, you can't steal them. They're only drops. I feel the need to mention that. Like... Crystal gloves. Stop attacking our butts! Nah, you know what? Fuck it. That's for attacking our butts. shouldn't have attacked our butts. Alrighty, and this is the 7th floor, which naturally means there's one more dragon we gotta run into. I should probably heal Tyler. Hold on. He's there we go. Alright, cool. Ba 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 ba. Bam! Come on, where is it? Dark General. He's not even dark! Yellow's not dark. He's as dark as the Simpson. Doga clone, stop attacking our butts. Yeah, I wonder if we did level up to like level 99 with all our characters, would we be like actually hey, he's paralyzed! Meanies! Ow. How rude. Oh god, we're level 6-7. Damn. Oh crap, now I gotta find it. Where is it? It's somewhere here. There it is. Boop. Okay. Come on, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I need to unplug its controller. Come on. Stop attacking our butts. The worst part is, and I'm not even kidding about that, like, this is literally, and I do mean literally, like, the rest of these are not going to be this bad. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There we fucking go! Here it is, the final dragon. Why'd you take so long? Ow! Wow, he gave us the shit. Fuck you. Of course. Fuck this game. Alrighty, and before we move onwards, let's really quick do a double check. Let's double check that we have our bestiary entries. We need 100 to 1 errors, 1 to 181. Check. We need 84 to 88. Check. We need 90 and 91. Check. And we need 96 to 218. Check. Alrighty, cool. Then we need to double check the map in order to see if we're missing anything from any of these spots. We are not. And we have all of those, we have all of those, and we've gone everywhere. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know why these dragons are here. They're just kind of aura farming. Haha, gullible fools. That mirror paralyzes anyone who looks into it. Now the 5 worms can feast on your soon-to-be corpses. Ah. It has been some time since they had the prospect of such a fine meal, they will savor every last bite. The only thing we can break is the Curse of the 5 Worms is 5 hearts of pure light. Okay. They need a heart filled with light in order to break the worm's curse. Yeah, just give me your heart. Could you imagine you're just chilling and out of fucking nowhere, some weird fucking weird ass wizard ghost man is just like, hey yo, I need your heart real quick. Honey, there's a weird old ghost wizard at the door. Also, yeah, he's not dead. he's just chilling in the fire, I guess. I guess he just likes it. Opens his pores, you know? Nice exfoliation. So does anyone else see Doga's ghost, or just the people he's talking to? Like... Whee! Alright, and let's quick save, just in case. We probably don't have to, but, you know, let's do it. Alright, and here's the big man himself, Xande. You know what's funny? We actually don't need to change our strategy since we killed the dragon, so we're just gonna do that. Ow. And then do it again! And then there he goes. I told you Shuriken were ridiculous! You think it matters if you defeat me? The cloud of darkness has already gathered. The land will be shrouded before long. Blah. We will return the world to nothingness. We are the cloud of darkness. Everything shrouded, enveloped in shadow. The light of darkness, all will become nothing. We will start with the warriors of light. Perish together with the world you are beholden to protect. Blah. Yeah, so we actually can't win this, so we're just gonna just do nothing. Yeah, case in point. If there's one thing I appreciate about good games, it's when you're forced to lose, the game typically makes it really fucking obvious. Oh no, we can't give up, blah 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 blah, get the fuck up! I mean, you know, that thing just, like, literally shot us with a fucking particle laser, but, you know, do whatever you want. Like, our insides are non-existent. Xande's transgressions diluted the light's power. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Light and darkness. Go do light things. You can do it. Yeah, we just walk into the void. Alright, and here we are, the World of Darkness. And we just got 2 achievements for defeating Zandy and for traveling to every location in the map. Yay. Alrighty, let's go this way. There are a bunch of hidden walkways all throughout this place. But more importantly, there's a bunch of enemies! Ooh! Yep, these are all the last enemies we're going to be encountering for this, so they better make it count. That guy was bitch made. That lady was also bitch made. They're not making it count. Monsters! Yeah, here's a Zandy clone in a box. I don't know why. He's just chilling, I guess. Also, you know, like a fucking clone of this guy is gonna be scary. Like, who fucking cares? Ow. Who cares? Die. Fucking least scary monster in a box I've seen in a while. Anyway, we get ribbons from that. Which we want, because ribbons are nice and give you... Hey! Wrong button. Yeah, ribbons prevent status ailments in Final Fantasy, so, ribbons are great! We like ribbons. Also, they make you look purty. And you know, who doesn't want to look purty? I am buttoning a button. Wrong button. There we go. Jormungandr. It's still funny looking. I'm never gonna get over him. Damn. Wham! Alright, so we're only missing 4 enemies now. Alright, so yeah. Time for the Dark Wind Crystal. The Wrath of Dark cannot be stopped. This will be your final resting place. Whoa! Now punch it! Why did they give me those? His lightning doesn't even hurt that bad! You know what's funny? It literally looks like a Chaos Emeralds that were seen in like Sonic 2. I'm one of the 4 warriors of dark. We stopped the wrath of light 1,000 years ago. Light and dark, our 2 worlds depend on one another. If the 2 were to converge, it would bring about a single world of nothingness, a void. Now that light is weakened, darkness is spreading. The wrath of dark is upon us. The only force that can stop this and return balance is you. Thanks. Yeah, also, you can interact with the crystal to heal. Yay! Next. And now we go down. Get out of here, you funny fish. Yeah. Game, that's enough cages. What do I play? Mortal Kombat? Yup. I want that. Ow, that actually hurt. Oh no, monsters! Oh no, it's just another Zandy clone. And you know what? Let's keep everyone alive. Still does, like, no damage. That poor guy. But yeah, we got another ribbon out of that. It's less defense, but it's status immunity, so I'll take it. Queensilla, perfect. Actually, I don't think we need to do all that. Let's just punch her. Ah! Yeah. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, we're good. Next! Echidna! Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. You know what's funny? I'm more familiar with this guy in Final Fantasy 1 than I am this game, because I always forget that he comes from this game. Ow. Oh yeah? Well, how do you like it? Bro, they're just fucking shuriken. They're not magic shuriken. They're not enchanted shuriken. They're not super special, ultra, mega, hyper, big dick shuriken. They're just regular ass shuriken. I am one of the warriors of dark. When the powers of light and dark became too great, cloud of darkness is created to return the world to the void. Ma'ams, can you stop ambushing us, please? Well, I mean, they ambushed us just to protect themselves, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. Jesus Christ. Those poor fuckers. Whee! Get out of here. Ow. I like that we have petrifying weapons on our mages because it still lets their basics do something, but nothing is like lived long enough to get petrified anyway, so it hasn't mattered. And there is, I think that's our last ribbon. Yep, everyone's all ribboned out. Alright. Whee! More cages. Whoop. Oh no! Fire! Bum 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 bum. Bam. Ow! These bosses are nothing to the power of Shuriken. Our worlds came from the void. It will one day return. But not today. Yoink. Yoop. Yoop. Bum, 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 bum. So we're missing a few enemies. 2 will appear on the floor later. But there's one that just hasn't been popping up. He's been mean. Oh, no, it's just 1. Okay, we're only missing 1. Because the other 2 will appear later. Alright, we're good. Whee! And behold, our final Zandy clone. Oh, we only knew him for so long. I'm gonna miss him already. Ow. And, yeah, there's another ribbon, I guess. But that's the achievement for getting all of the treasure in every treasure chest. We have found all of them. Now, if only that other enemy would decide to pop up so I can punch his face. Not you. We've seen you enough times. Okay, that's enough, Queen Scylla. Oh, final of these bosses. Behold! Ahriman! Throw stuff at him. Ouch. Ow, beanie. Hey, I'm surprised. He survived the longest out of a lot of these guys. Thanks, Dark Warrior! Like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking Dark Warrior. Alrighty, unfortunately, we're still missing that one son of a bitch who's not popping up for us, so let's wander about until he decides to appear. And you know what? Since we're near a crystal, why don't we just do that? Matter of fact, let me just double check the bestiary really quick. Wrong button. That button. Let's double check here. We're missing numbers. Okay. Meow. Those are the bosses. We're missing that one. And that one. And one of those appears later. So we're missing that one. Okay. So yeah, he's just being mean. He's being shy. He is a very shy boy. We'll get him. Stop attacking our butts. Why would you attack our butt and then attack the person in the back row anyway? Bum, 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 bum. There he is! See, that didn't take too long. All that just for that. You're that rare for no fucking reason. Really quick, we're gonna turn the counters off and go back to the main room now. Also heal. What was the flying enemy guarding the dark crystal of the earth? And now we're only missing 2 enemies. And thankfully, they're very self-explanatory. They appear on this floor and nowhere else. Alright, so we're not gonna burn our magic anymore. Just in case. Ow. Alright, well, there's one of them. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. A palette swap of an enemy we literally haven't seen before until now is kind of weird. Huh. Damn! He just actually beat Deshay up with the sack of magazines he's in. That's crazy. And there we go! Look at that! No more enemy farming! And you know what that means? We're missing one more. Let's go get it. Of course, this son of a bitch decided to pop up one more time before the end. Damn, once again, beat Deshay up with the sack of magazines you're in. Alright. Well, we quick save. Let's go. We are Cloud of Darkness, Bringer of Wrath, Destroyer of Light. You and your world will be sacrificed to the void. Not if we have anything to say about it. Our darkness can suppress your evil. Bars. Now, time for the final boss. And if there's one thing I like about this final boss, this remix fucking rules. Alright, time to murder the boss of Shuriken now. Ow. Ow. What was that? What, 6 Shuriken? I lost count. I think it was 6. Ooh, pretty colors. In the beginning, there was the void. Then came light and darkness. From them, everything was born. The heavens, skies, water, fire, life. Time inexorably brings all back to its beginnings. But from life, something new was born. A shining force that separated the light from dark and illuminated the world. It was called hope. When balance between light and dark is broken and the world again slides towards oblivion, the chosen will appear once more. Do not forget that the source of the warrior's power is the hope that lives inside us all. Dreams, despair, love, time can obscure it all. Do not accept this, do not forget it, and time will never erase what life has to offer. Find your last remaining spark of light, a light that shines brightly when all else is dark, the light of hope. We did it! Whee! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Home stretch now. Barely broke a sweat. I mean, he kind of just stood there in front of a dragon and told it no. Did you 100%? Yes, we did. That's every enemy, that's every item except the Onion Knight, but that's on the chest, which is the more important part anyway, because fuck the Onion gear. And that is soon to be every achievement once the credits are done. Yes, I did. Yeah, we're just ignoring the fact that that guy was... Guess the price. Jesus Christ, for fucking Legos? That's, like, impossible. Like, in my mind, I'd be like, oh yeah, I think, you know, $30 for something like that is normal. I don't know what that translates into pounds. $55. Yeah, see, that's a lot. £40. Okay. We did it. Also, we brought home a princess. Was it worth it? I would say so. Oh god, God rays, who turned on the RTX? DLSS 5 has hit Final Fantasy 3, no! To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. And you know what? So do I, because this Pixel Remaster is great. I said it before several times during this playthrough, I will say it several more times. If you're going to play any version of Final Fantasy 3, just do yourself a favor and make it the Pixel Remaster. It is the least frustrating, it is the most accessible, it is the nicest looking, it has the best music. I recommend this version over every other version with zero hesitation. Listen, there's a reason I waited as long as I did to fucking play this version, because this version's good. It's really good. I don't feel that way about every Pixel Remaster, but I especially do for this one. What game is next? Yeah, the TCG update comes out on later in March. I'm not sure. I have an idea, but as always, I'm not sure. I never know until until it's that day. Because, dude, there's been some days where I'm just like, I want to do this, and then I do it. Like when I played Action 52 on stream. That was an awful idea. I should do the Genesis version one day. Let me double check the calendar here. Let's see, so next stream is Sunday. I think Meow is available on Sunday, so we'll probably do more League of Legends. And then afterwards, I think I know what I want to do, because there's a game I've been wanting to get to that Meow got me that I've never played before, and now would be a good time to get it started. Do I have any consoles? Sort of. I've mostly just been sticking to emulators and whatever I can buy on Steam because it's the most accessible. I technically still have like some of my old consoles, but not many of them. There's two games I'm thinking of doing after this. But I think I should do the one Meow got me because it will help lead into other series. God, these remixers are so good. So yeah, that's Final Fantasy 3. I think of the NES Final Fantasies, I don't really like any of their originals, but as far as the best versions of them, I think this one is definitely up there. I still like the Game Boy Advance version of 1 the most, but I feel like this one is like second. Like, I don't hate Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 2 is just weird. And just feels underdeveloped. What's next Pokemon game? Have you ever played the Pokemon TCG game on Game Boy Color? No, you should. I think that one's interesting. I'm pretty sure that one's available on the Switch. I think it is. But yeah, it's the original. It's the Game Boy version of the TCG at the time, which is literally just straight up, just like base set to, I think, a little whatever was the set after Fossil. It's all those cards, so it's like the first four sets of the trading card game. Yes, it is. It is literally just you're playing the trading card game, but just like as an actual like game inside the world. Like you go to different gyms, but you just play the TCG. Send me a link. What kind of link? Like a video so you can like get an idea. Here. Ah! I can't spell. Yeah, here you go. Okay, wait. Do you want a quick 18-minute version, or do you want, and this is the one I prefer, the 2-hour video by Game Boy Lad, because I really like Game Boy Lad. He has a great channel. You know what? Fuck it. I'll send both, because honestly, I think both are worth watching. The 2-hour one? Good. I'll send both just in case. So yeah, here you go. Hey, here you go. Because yeah, I quite like Game Boy Lad a lot. Game Boy Lad is a great channel if you want to talk about card game video games. these remixers are so good. Honestly, that's the best to me, aside from the gameplay changes. Dude, the music remixes in this one are so good. They probably will. I would recommend it. I had that game growing up, so I played it a lot. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. Because as I mentioned, like, video games were basically my gateway to playing card games, because no one else around me really played card games. So if I didn't have a video game, I just basically didn't play the game. Will you end stream? Yeah. We're now at the tail end. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll come around for next time. Next time being Sunday. Where I think I know what we'll do, but don't quote me on that. We are back on schedule, though, so that's nice. And Final Fantasy 3 is nice and completed. We'll probably... I think I want to do the DS version of 4. Probably. Yeah. With that, thank you. Later. Whee!